to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and I was working with a client that had suffered some real traumatic moments in their life, the loss of people close to them, things that were unjust, unfair, and it made them feel quite nervous about feeling happy and having a joyful future. Because sometimes if you've had a trauma or something painful that comes out of the blue, it's a surprise, and life was good. Humans are pattern recognition machines, and a belief that can form is that I don't deserve good things. Good things aren't meant for me. I'm not meant to be happy. And that can lead the nervous system and the unconscious to protect and even sabotage what could be really good things by almost protecting by keeping safe. And you might know someone that was in a toxic relationship, and their solution to being in that toxic relationship isn't to be more discerning with future relationships, it's to shut down and just not have any relationship. Or it might be if someone was ripped off in business, rather than thinking, how do I need to be more diligent and reduce risk in future business interactions, they just quit anything entrepreneurial. And these are overreactions with a really good intention. The intention is to protect and create safety. But the safety can then lead to a feeling of paralysis and self-sabotage and frustration, because that isn't really the point of the trauma. The trauma response is not to never take any risks. It's to mitigate the risks through wisdom and discernment. And this client could relate to that because she was in a new relationship, things were going well, and it created a fear response, an element of doubt, and a feeling of unsettled sensations. And this uses a metaphor of ancient temples using dream incubation. It uses a stone circle. It uses the element of feminine qualities and masculine qualities to go from that vulnerable maiden-like archetype into a more of a powerful queen, a element of wisdom and elegance that deserves joy. It uses nested loops. For those people familiar with my work on nested loops, it has multiple levels of disassociation. So even if you're, let's say, not female, maybe you're male, maybe you can't relate to the idea of a queen, you can relate to the idea perhaps of tapping into more resources that makes you feel more confident and gives yourself permission. You don't need it from anyone else. It gives yourself permission to have joy and peace and happiness. And some of the references, there's a couple of religious references there because this client was religious. I'm an atheist. I have no judgment on other people's belief systems, but that was a useful suggestion for them to have a loving God. I think that's a wonderful belief system. Even if you don't believe in God, having this idea that there is something loving and protecting, almost kind of like looking over you, what a wonderful belief that is. That's a positive belief system. So there's a bit going on here, but it was very much calibrated to the individual client. If you like the idea of working with me directly, so you have a bespoke customized session or sessions, most people work with me more than just one session, then check out the link in the description where you can book a free consultation call, or you can go on my website, which is adamcox.co.uk, and you can book a consultation call from there. It's completely free. We do it over Zoom, lasts about 30 minutes, and I can answer any questions that you have. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in that resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, give permission to release any thoughts, worries, stresses or tension. You're giving permission to release in that outward breath. Breathing in relaxation and exhaling tension. Each breath takes you deeper and deeper relaxed now. And the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you feel. And the more relaxed you feel, the deeper you breathe. That's it. And as you breathe in and breathe out, your body relaxes. And as your body relaxes, your imagination awakens. And I wonder if you could imagine. I want you to imagine a full-length mirror. Perhaps one that exists in your own home, or maybe somewhere else, or just imagine it there in your imagination. And like Alice through the looking glass, I want you to imagine approaching that full-length mirror. But in the reflection, you see something in your expression, something that tells you that version of you has evolved. There is something about that version of you in the reflection that seems more discerning, that has more grace, oozes even more compassion. There is an elegance to how they hold themselves, even if they're wearing exactly the clothes that you are, because it's a reflection. And there is a subtle clue in the way they smile, that they are holding on to even more wisdom. As you recognize those qualities in your reflection, I want you to step through the full-length mirror. And as you do so, see that other version of you has gone through into your reality, and you are now in theirs. And on the other side of that mirror, I want you to imagine seeing a book about ancient temples. Imagine opening the book and seeing a sketch of what seems to be an ancient, majestic temple. Look intently at that temple and then imagine drifting into the page and finding yourself outside the doors of that ancient temple. That's it. Very soon I will count from 5 to 1, and you will imagine walking through the doors of that ancient temple, going down a staircase where it gets darker and then illuminated by candlelight. 5, 4, walking through the entrance, 3 and 2, and then 1. Now in the temple, and now walking down the staircase, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, deeper down now. Only candlelight shows you the way, and you can see a stone slab. This stone slab is for you to lie down upon. And as you lie on the stone slab, you realize this is a ritualistic room for dream incubation. By being in this place under this light is designed to access hidden portals in your subconscious, to go to places not possible in reality and only possible in your imagination. And even though you're on the stone slab lying down, it feels restful, perhaps even relaxation, as you start to drift deeper down into a dreamlike sleep. The dreamlike sleep, perhaps taking you back through previous lives. I want you to imagine drifting back to an ancient village in rural Cornwall, perhaps ancient England. And I want you to imagine seeing a ritual, a stone circle, music, chanting, old traditional instruments, drums and bagpipes. There's a rhythm to the sound. The stone circle is surrounded by warriors, wise, discerning warriors. And in the middle, a maiden, young, older than 15 but under than 20. And that maiden reminds you of your past, inexperienced, optimistic, feminine, naive perhaps, but full of possibility and compassion. On her own, the maiden is vulnerable, but the maiden is not on her own. I want you to see the power, the strength in those warriors surrounding the stone circle. These are not insecure, aggressive, emotional warriors. These are composed, wise, self-assured warriors. They don't need hypervigilance. They just have vigilance. They can differentiate between a real threat and a false alarm intuitively. And these warriors represent the parts within you that have been trying to keep you safe. And the wiser and more composed you see the warriors, the more you are training your protective unconscious to know the difference between a real threat, a real fear, and just your own worries and echoes of the past. I want you to imagine stepping into the maiden. I want you to feel youth and optimism. Awaken all of that femininity, energy, vibrancy, playfulness, hope. And I want you to imagine thinking of a desirable future for you, a future of love and connection, of safety. When you feel that part within you that was frozen is now thawed, that part within you is reawakened even more, let me know by nodding your head. And then imagine experiencing, just for a moment, the wisest and the most elegant of all the warriors. Perhaps this is your highest self, your wisest part, your strongest inner resource. And as you step into them, I want you to feel powerful, discerning, strong, empowered. Feel how you would feel if you were fearless. I want you to get a sense that every decision is a risk. But the real tragedy is not making a mistake. It's never taking a risk. Warriors take risks all the time. They mitigate risks. They prepare, they train. But they take risks. That's why courage and bravery are always found in the fiercest warriors. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the willingness to move beyond it. To have a concern and do the thing anyway. And when you feel that you have awakened your courage, your strength, your wisdom and your discernment, let me know by nodding your head. I want you to imagine taking these qualities back with you into the maiden. And I want you to think of a peaceful and joyful life. Think of a life full of moments, of memories, of happiness, of laughter. Think of a life under the watchful eye of a loving God. A long, healthy, happy life. But if it has to end, ends with a pain-free death. And if you could imagine your future like that, a future that you deserve, you desire, a future that all the pain you've experienced simply mean that you are now deserving of more joy, of more love, of more happiness and more connection. And if all parts of your unconscious are willing to work in harmony to manifest this wonderful future, let me know by nodding your head. mirrors did not exist there for that ancient tribe, and yet one appears at the very center of the stone circle. And in the reflection you see an evolution. The maiden is becoming the queen, wiser yet still beautiful, discerning yet still full of courage. I want you to see that version with more elegance, more grace, even more compassion, but also with even more wisdom. See the clothes changing, aging in a wonderful way. And at the point where the maiden has become the queen, let me know by nodding your head. I want you to feel that you are safe. You are safe through your discernment, through your boundaries, through your wisdom, and through your choices. That's what keeps you safe. I want you to feel that you are wise, that everything you've gone through has made you more experienced, more capable of better decisions. And I want you to feel that all of this pain and trauma you've gone through did not ruin your compassion. Many people that have experienced what you've experienced would be bitter, angry, and resentful. But you're not. See that compassion, the elegance, the grace. Everything you've gone through still could not destroy who you were meant to be. And if that could not destroy you, nothing can. You can take comfort from your past. It built you. It did not destroy you. And then I want you to imagine seeing on the other side of that mirror is someone that looks like you on a stone slab. As you walk through the mirror, find yourself awakening from an incubated dream. See someone wise, asking what you experienced, how you evolved, how you transformed, and see them inscribing it into stone. This change is being recorded for eternity. Then imagine leaving that chamber of dreams, walking up a staircase, leaving a temple, and as you float up into the sky, you find yourself coming out of the page of a book and into the world beyond the looking glass. But you return as the queen, not the scared maiden, and not the fierce warrior, but the best qualities in both merged into the elegant, powerful queen. And it is the queen that returns back to your reality. See your reflection there in that full-length mirror, and as you walk through, the other version of you returns to their reality and you return to yours, feeling empowered, emboldened, courageous and confident, ready to take risks worth taking. Very soon I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. And it is the evolved, awakened queen that will awaken with a new level of strength and resolve. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. That's it. Connect and calibrate into the here and the now as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8. Open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake. Wide awake. Wide awake. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of The Hypnotist. If you've enjoyed this episode or got some value from it, please give it a 5-star rating and review. And maybe you know someone that would also benefit from this particular episode, in which case share the episode with them so they can also get the benefit too. And if you would like to listen to this episode where it's just the hypnosis, so no intro, no outro, no explanation, just the hypnosis and completely ad-free, there will be a link in the description where you can subscribe at a very low cost and only get access to the hypnosis. So if that's of interest, please check that out. Thank you again for being a regular listener of The Hypnotist, and I'll see you again soon for more.